Hey kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, never. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Four Brothers Podcast.
Welcome to Four Brors Podcast. Today's guest is a Northern Irish comedian from the way up the north coast. It's Cathaóir O'Hagan.
Hello. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming on.
What's the crack,
No
mate?
bother. We got here eventually.
You've got like what I would call, I know it's up north, but it's like the south of Ireland, like the deep south. You know, like the fucking
That's hell.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it is like a brutal accent because like when I work in Belfast and stuff, and even when I lived abroad. I lived in Liverpool. Even when I lived there, like
sunny Liverpool.
I had to like calm it down and just like try and speak very clearly. But then I started drinking, and then it's like, here, boy, right? So that sort of stuff going on there in the parish.
So did,
Like,
you, have
it
to,
just
did you have to
goes.
calm it down for people to just catch on? Just
Oh yeah, no, nobody can really pick it up because like the thing is like I'd be like a bit of a nervous creator, so I would and then I speak faster and faster and faster, and nobody can pick it up or understand it.
Aye.
So like it's just one of them.
I'd
What
say
can you do?
Irish for you.
Well, I fucking-
we shorten everything, and
And we do
really
speak very quickly.
We do.
We do speak very quick.
very
Well, I went
incoherent.
to look you up, buddy, on the internet. And you're dead.
Oh, you're dead. You alright?
I'm dead?
You're
You're
dead.
looking very well for dead. Dead
I didn't
apart.
think you were coming today.
Oh no.
So I typed your name in. I think the Google, it just comes up, you're dead.
That actually, that makes sense actually because there was.
Because if you feel it, that makes sense actually.
Oh, now you mention it.
Another comedian sent it to me and says I shit myself when I read this.
Yeah.
Because and then it's just somebody with a say I didn't even think it was
yeah,
that
yeah,
common.
Per
name.
guy. like,
Exactly. Yeah, it's not per guy.
It's like-
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Cathaóir.
Cathaóir is not a common name.
Rest in peace,
like,
mate.
but up around where I'm from, there's like 5 of us,
is
and
it?
that seems to be like
That's it.
the only 5.
I have to say, like we're Catholic, but like I don't know anybody called Cathaóir. And when I was
whatever.
trying to pronounce your name, I didn't want to say it first over the phone. I was like, I'm glad you did. Hello, it's Cathaóir, because I would have went, hello, Cathaóir.
Well, I know I've heard Cathal.
Hello, Cathaóir.
Cahill.
Cahill.
Yeah.
Cahill.
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 The way you actually pronounce my name is Cathaóir. Because I have a fad over the O.
Cathaóir.
But who could be arsed explaining that? I'll just
Yeah,
go
sure,
Cathaóir.
Cathaóir.
I get Cathaóir, Cafer, Alfie, Gary. Like I just get everything.
Someone just looks at your name and goes, fuck it, Gary.
Ian Thompson calls me Gary every time he sees me. And the reason is one time, years ago, I was waiting for the train and this announced like, oh, it's not going from platform 1, it's going from platform 4. And there was this chap just standing there with a big pair of tins. He was like, here mate, do you have a bane? And I was like, aye, here. He goes, no bar, what's your name? And I was like, oh, Gary. He goes, Gary. My name's Brendan. And I was like, all right, lad, how's the form? And I walked away, walked to the platform, and walked up to me and goes, you look like my mate, you know. Were you inside with me? And I was like, no, I was never in anywhere. And he said,
Never been inside anything.
inside anything. Not even a vagina. It's
Were you inside me?
and he goes, you look like my mate. And I was like, oh, who's your mate? He goes, Jacob Stockdale. And I was like, the rugby player. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, what?
No,
How was Jacob Stockdale in prison with you? Turns out that Jacob Stockdale's father is like the minister in McGabry, or was at one point, and then Jacob would come in. He was like, you look like my mate up and
He
down the
wasn't
whole
actually
time.
in with him.
So this guy was a lunatic then?
He was a lunatic.
yeah.
I got on the train, he then sat down beside me.
Oh no.
And he was like, do you want a 10? And I was like,
Well, Barry.
Gary.
he carried me
But no,
up,
it's Barry.
No, it's
carried
Barry.
me down, and then I was getting off at my stop.
Did you take a 10?
No, I didn't.
No.
But then the boy opposite me took a 10. And then he turned around to him and goes, were you inside with me? And he said,
You look like my mate.
you look like my mate. And then he said, you look like my mate. And he goes, who's your mate? He goes, Jacob Stockdale. And I was like, that man, I don't look like Jacob Stockdale. That man
I think
does
he
not.
just likes telling
Just some
people
old
that he knows
black
Jacob
man
Stockdale.
just sitting in the other thing. You want a 10, mate? You look like my mate.
You look like my mate. And and then he wanted a lift home from the train station, but I was that soft. I was like, gone ahead. He goes, what music do you think I'm going to play in the car? He took the aux lead. And I was like, oh, I don't know, like Testo or something. He goes, nah, mate, Led Zeppelin. Playing that the whole way down.
All right.
Mate Stockdale.
Did you give that
playlist.
man a lift in your car?
Aye.
How'd that go?
Well, when I was leaving home, he says, "You'll come into my house for dinner." And he rang his partner and says, "Make him a roast dinner. I'm going home with my friend Gary." And she was like, "Who the fuck's Gary?" And I was like, Car. And I had to leave this chap home. And then I remember just
I shit myself.
So hang on, did you get your roast dinner then?
No, I parked outside the house and just says, "No, I have to go, man."
That's terrible. You might as well have went all the way. Like,
Let's get out of this.
You jumped off of the best
Murder
part.
fucking mystery.
Should have took a tin.
2 days
drove down
later.
a wee bit buzzed, got a roast dinner, and then partied into the night.
2 days later, I got a text to my phone. "Hey mate, it's Brendan here." When I wasn't paying attention driving the route, he rang.
I love the fact this
He
text
put
sounded like
his
that
number
too.
in my phone and rang him. Rang himself. Aye.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh shit!
And then
Gotta
I haven't
stop
heard
it.
from him since. That was 7 years ago.
Oh,
And where was this?
lucky.
It was up around my part of the world. I can't explain where I'm from because anytime I do, people go, "Never heard of it, never heard of it, never heard of it." So I just say I'm outside the town.
Maybe he's
Shout
inside.
out, Brendan.
He's going to watch this podcast.
He's
He's
inside.
Where's Jacob?
There's my mate Jacob.
Back in.
Looks like my mate. Were you
Fuck's
inside
sake.
with me? All 5 of them boys are inside me. Especially the ones in the masks.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Well,
So you have been doing. You have like one of the most unique forms of comedy in the scene at the minute. It's like nowhere like what you're like right now. It's completely the opposite.
I just find it easier doing
For a guy that fidgets and doesn't sit still,
Yeah.
your whole act is standing perfectly still.
I just think that's like, it saves you the bother of writing an extra joke because everybody's just laughing at how weird you are. But like, no, that's just something that kind of came over time.
Yeah.
Because when I mean the first gig I done, I took the microphone out of the stand and I hated it. I was like, I don't know what to do because I kept like passing it, holding it like that,
Yeah.
and then doing
Yeah.
that. I hated it, so then I was just like, I'll just keep it in there, and then it
That's
just
what she
kind
said.
of evolved from there. Ooh. But no, I just keep it in there. It was a bit. What episode's this?
Of this podcast?
Is this 69?
No,
No.
64, unfortunately. When I am 64. This episode
you can come
64,
back
like.
on
I thought it was
69.
in 69, like the sex.
Bastard. I've done sex before.
Oh, I've
You
heard.
fucking
Once or twice.
haven't,
Once or
like-
twice.
That's a lie.
I'll ring my partner right now and
Go.
tell her. No.
Go.
Oh,
No.
here. What was his name?
Gary.
Oh,
That looks like my mate.
It was Jacob or Jason Stockdale?
Jacob, I think his name is.
Jacob. Shout out
So
Jacob.
is it a character you're trying to portray on stage
Right
or
now.
just like a
I just kind of just pick a point in the back of the room and look at it, and then just go like, right, just try and remember everything. And like, it's just one of them. I think it's just
works
more.
for you, like, you
it's
know?
just more of a coping tactic. Standing up there, but it's like, I'm not too bad before I go on. See, the driving to the venue kills me. Driving here today nearly killed me.
Is it nerves?
like,
I
see him, look.
can't cope with see country roads. I'm 100%. They take me home, but like you see, you see towns or like motorways,
traffic, like
dual
traffic,
carriageway,
fucking traffic.
people in Audis. Like it's too much.
People in Audis.
It's just too much. I can't.
Oh, so it's
too
just
much info.
driving? I thought you were talking about like
Anxiety?
Gig, like anxiety before the gig.
No, like I would be.
no, just the road.
It's just the road. It's just because like I feel like I'm in control when I'm doing it. It's like, oh, I know what's going to happen here. This is a definite.
Right.
Whereas like if I'm driving on the road, I'm just thinking. I just think I'm traumatized from them early adverts and the TV from the whole
Oh
time.
fuck yeah!
I think
think
those ones.
That's the thing is like in other countries they make them and they're like thought provoking pieces.
Yeah.
There's one in New Zealand where like a guy is about to have a head on collision with another guy and he's like, "Man, why'd you overtake?" My kid's in the car. He goes, "I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean it."
I think I've
And
seen
then
that, yeah.
here it's just like, let's just plow over some children in the field.
It's just don't play football in your garden. You'll die.
No,
That's
I
what it
would
is.
I would like to be in one of those adverts though, like just for because I think. Do you get residuals every time it's on TV?
Right now.
Yeah.
Because like you get like you're watching TV one night and then you come on, there's like, oh, there's me going over a hedge. Like it's not another £100.
Cool. Like I mean, that's everybody needs to know about road safety, so it's never going to be off TV. Like
No, it's never. That's the thing. The problem with the roads isn't. A lot of it isn't the speed that they're going; it's the condition of the roads.
Oh Jesus!
The roads are completely dire.
There's always
They're
one
fucked. Makes me angry.
one fucking advertisement that stuck with me through my life, and it was that fucking.
Can I tell
Cocoa Pops?
you
There's the
about
magic
my
one.
life? You ever see that one?
Did you ever see that one? It had that song in it.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Is that the one where the wee boys playing football
Peter
in the
Green?
garden and the car just fucking
Just
says
tips
fuck
over?
it? I'll go into this garden here.
Flips 10. Yeah. It's like Fast and
Yeah.
Furious.
Aye. I mean that one. I mean the one then when the dog ran across the road and the boy went into the wall with a couple that were courting each
Oh,
other.
yes.
And then like that one. Where's the other one?
That was a great one.
That was a classic. The one that went viral of they done it in Lamavady, I think, where like the boy goes over the hedge and goes over all the children. Like that was like everybody watched that and just went, nah, that's not what you didn't
That's
you
too
didn't
much,
portray that
like,
right.
yeah.
We don't get
Fucking
that
hell.
lucky.
No.
You get that many
you get
children at
maybe
once?
3 or 4
know.
in a crash. You never get more.
No one
than
has a
9.
high score like that. Like no, definitely not. What topics have we got today?
Drive safe is what we're saying, everybody.
Don't
Drive
speed.
safe.
Don't be run over children, please.
Well, we're nearly at the election day, boys.
Yeah,
It's
is it,
here.
American
is that
election
tomorrow?
day.
Like you were
It's
saying
today.
tomorrow? Was it
Is it?
today?
Oh,
It started today.
Fucking hell.
Ooh,
So
shit.
when this comes out, we'll know.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We'll be saying it's like
Trump 2024.
we'll either be saying America, you made the wrong decision, or just mind America. It's one of them.
Oh, I
It'll
remember,
go either way.
America. That was fun for a
Sick
while.
wee country.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's going to win.
I hope so.
I think
I hope so too.
because we could look silly now in a week's time.
Yeah.
I like saying like, but I've got everyone right since 2004.
Ooh.
So I need to.
To be honest, I think I might have not since 2004, like, but since
Yeah.
I started paying attention, I think I've got it right. Like,
Well, when I guessed it in 2004, I was 9, and I just guessed, and then so it was just like I bullshit like
Your
hell.
Grand
win.
National.
That was it, and then I kind of guessed it since then. But I don't know. I just think he's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I hope so. Like, but this time he has even more support than he did the first time. Because like the last time he didn't have the black vote whatsoever.
Yeah.
And now they're all behind him. Like,
Even the
you know.
Latin vote is the Latin vote, and then like
That's a big vote.
there's also.
vote.
Do you ever see the? Do you know the Dave Icke theory?
Yes, probably.
Like the lizard people one.
Yeah.
Like that's 12 million people in America. He is them.
Yeah.
Like 100%. That's a big voting
That's a
demographic in
fucking
America.
chunk. Like that's
So
a
it's
chunk.
just mad.
In my opinion, Trump's not a reptilian. If anybody is, it's Kamala.
Yeah.
I
In my
don't.
opinion, like,
I would
Trump's
say,
not the evil one here, she is.
I would say Trump would be one of the most believable actual people running in a long time because he's very, very believable as a person. He's very.
He's so believable because a lot of the stuff he says is complete
So
bullshit.
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
he
stupid. So
kinda
why
goes
would
off
he?
track, doesn't he?
You know, whereas Kamala is trying to say all the right things
He's so-
and
with people in her ear.
she's not paying for her candidacy, you know.
Yeah.
Lobbyists are, so she's doing what she's told, whereas he's just doing what he wants.
Yeah.
Says all the money.
like, I think if she does end up running I don't know.
Just be more of the same. More of the same.
No. I don't
More of the
know.
same with Biden's administration.
Oh,
That's all
yes,
it'll be.
yes,
Yeah,
but-
more of the same.
Which is bad though, because
Yeah,
it was
just-
going bad. Like, it was going the wrong way.
Sure, did Biden come on the Trump side now? Didn't he? After, no.
I don't think so. I think that was actually. I thought he did too, but I think that's lies. I think that was bullshit. You know, there's so much bullshit out there.
I think one of my favourite Trump clips was him. Do you ever see him giving the funeral eulogy to the lady?
No.
There was these two ladies that always opened for him on his tour. They were like a comedy duo. And one of them died, and they asked him, "Would you read something at the funeral?" And he got up and he says, "I asked how long we would be here," and he says, "No more than 15 minutes." He goes, "I've been here an hour and a half." He was like complaining about how long the funeral was at the funeral, and then just turned it into a speech. Like he's just
Not even so much as an egg and onion sandwich or a platter of anything.
Where there's no tray breaks, you know they're Catholic. Like, he's some of his clips were insane. I feel like a lot of his better clips were from the last one in 2016. This
Yeah,
time
yeah.
he's older, and I don't think you've got the same sound bites.
He's a wee bit
Although-
wiser to it.
Although, look at the difference in aging between Trump and his 4-year presidency and everybody else. He's not that bad.
No.
Like, everybody else, when they start, looks fresh as fuck, and then 4 years in and fucking 8 years in, they're near dead.
But wouldn't
Do you know
that
what I
be
mean?
an argument for him being a reptile? Because he didn't change.
No, because I think that he wasn't put under the same amount of stress as they were.
Yeah.
You know?
I think was it the thing he just woke up, turned on the news, and then just rang people to do things.
There was a poll or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, he was just waiting to see what the news was saying, and then go
Ah,
like,
right,
"Oh
right,
yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna deport everybody."
Come on, like if you have the president of probably, arguably one of the most powerful countries in the world, waking up at 3:00 in the morning and tweeting and misspelling the tweet, like
Yeah.
what more could you ask for?
That's it.
Actually,
I mean,
like,
when in the history have you had a president that's actually completely out there and open, and you know exactly what he's
Yeah,
thinking? And everything?
exactly.
You know, it's
Never.
None of it was behind the scenes.
No.
He was literally like,
Of
"Here's
course.
what I'm doing. Here's my breakfast. Here's my." You know, he's one of
know
those
what I
guys.
mean?
Like, it's insane. It's insane.
I don't think he's there to please. You know, he's there to
Make the
you
hard
know,
decisions. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be
And
popular.
He knows who
And he's not.
who his enemies are and who his friends are.
and he's quite honest about him not having as much power as any other candidate has said that had. You know, like he said, I went to the CIA to try and sort that shit out, the compartmentalization of it and all, and they were just like,
Yeah.
no, you don't have clearance for that. And he was like, but I'm the president. And they were like, tough.
I was hoping he
You
would
know
turn
what I
around and shut down the CIA.
He
Just
tried
get
to
rid of
do
it.
all that, but they were just like, you don't have the power to do it. He's
No.
like, but who does? And they're like, oh.
Nobody else. They're a power unto their own. Oh, they freak me out, man.
So that's
Oh,
it. You know, that's
funny,
no
like.
matter who's the president, there's still people pulling the strings.
Yeah,
Really. Like,
yeah, of
Oh,
course.
just-
It's the president's just doesn't have that much
Who
say.
makes
Like,
the
Fucking
big
popular.
decisions?
It just me like Kamala would just make things worse for the people,
Yeah, 'cause
or
she's
better
just
for the
a
people
yes-
behind the
a
scenes
yes
to
man,
do
you
what
know?
they want to do. Like, you know, whereas Trump might at least put a fork in
100%,
her.
yeah.
You know, maybe
100%.
at least a wee
It's
bit
a
hard.
bit off topic here, like, but I was on YouTube the other day and I seen a story about a squirrel,
Oh, I know what
No,
you're
no,
talking
that's
about.
quite on topic. You're all right.
and it's somebody
Fly, look.
made the decision to take the squirrel off the people and euthanize it because I don't know. I don't
No,
think.
there's-
It was like the neighbour.
Like for the crack, or like,
Pretty much. I
yeah.
don't
David,
know.
I
why.
love David has good
Like,
segues.
you know what I mean?
You'll
Right,
find this
so
out.
it's like-
squirrel.
So like this squirrel had an Instagram following of like 60,000 people. Like people loved this squirrel. It was a rescue squirrel from a tree. People fucking loved this squirrel, right? There was a neighbor in the neighborhood seen that the squirrel had more Instagram followers than her. Started complaining about the squirrel being this way, that way, that. The squirrel was removed from the house by the authorities and euthanized
Jesus.
because of this bitch. And it was some
Called her Karen.
some bitch called Karen.
Karen,
You actually
yeah.
call her Karen.
Actually?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you actually
call her
call her Karen. Yeah.
Crazy.
And not only that, not
course
only
you
the
have Karen, look.
squirrel, but some another rescued animal from them, like that had like 60,000 or 70,000 followers, also got euthanized like a couple of weeks later.
I think their whole
The same reason, just because it was, you know,
I
rescued.
think their whole
They
wildlife
had no,
centre
like-
got euthanized, honestly, didn't it?
I think they shut
That's a
down.
step up, like.
I think they shut down their like they had like pretty much like a fucking.
Was it illegally run or something?
No,
don't
it was
know.
just jealousy.
But it must have been something
You know?
wrong with
what
it for them
was
to be
the
able to shut it down.
jealousy over? Sorry, I don't.
Instagram
Squirrel,
followers.
a fucking squirrel.
I just
Instagram-
heard, a squirrel get euthanized, and I was like, to what end? Was it carrying disease? It's like, no, it had more better life reactions.
Apparently-
Like, what's.
Bigger OnlyFans.
I think perhaps it might have bit
Gonna make an
somebody on
acorn
the way
OnlyFans
out
joke,
of
fuck it.
being taken out of the home, and maybe that's why it was euthanized. I don't know,
Maybe,
like, but
Euthanized.
pretty fucking
Fucking fuck
pretty
squirrels.
like
Fuck them.
Was it,
That's a decision made by a human being, like, you know.
was it a red or a grey squirrel?
That's important.
Red.
Definitely was a red.
Grey?
Was it great?
I think
That's
it was
racist.
I think it was great.
I thought it was red.
Because I thought the
Hey,
red.
man, shit, I
the
thought
green.
red.
You're allowed to. It's not bad if you kill the grey ones.
There's one that's endangered or something.
There's one you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
yeah,
kill. Not that I run about the country looking for squirrels to murder, but like there's one you're allowed to, and there's one you're definitely not allowed
Yeah, I
to.
think it is the grey one you're allowed to.
one
are
Because the
protected.
grey ones killed all the red ones, didn't they? I think that was the thing.
Well, I've never seen a red squirrel here. I've seen loads of grey ones though. So
Never seen-
yeah,
I think I've seen maybe
I
one
don't
or
think
two.
I've ever
Like,
seen a red one.
maybe one or two. You know.
I've seen otters and stuff, but like are they
what?
really squirrels?
Otters?
Otters.
Otters, aye.
Really were?
Up right.
Otter?
Otter.
Otter.
Otter. Aye, that's the accent again.
I actually thought you were saying utter.
Otters.
Sorry.
Oh, you seen otters?
No,
otters. Otters.
Otters.
Otters.
Otters.
O-T-T-E-R.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aye, otters.
I love those things. I watch them
They're
all the time.
fucking
They're
class.
sex, like
They're amazing.
they're and all them wee animals are sex. Do you ever see ferrets?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh my god, they're sick.
There's not
Is
as
it
many
true?
wild. I don't see many. You see wild ones?
No, I haven't seen a wild ferret.
Like,
But
what about otters?
Otters?
I've seen an otter
Wild?
before. Aye,
Wild?
because I live near a river.
Right.
Live in a river with the otters.
There's a house near the river, and then I go down there to pray. But like, no, I just go down.
Down to the river.
I've seen them down there, and like
That's a couple
ducks and
lyrical
stuff.
jokes already.
Right.
No, I was trying to think, are otters and squirrels related? Because ferrets and otters are like cousins or something. There's
Aye,
some
very similar,
relation.
aren't they?
See, when you come from a council state, you just know ferrets. Like, I don't know why. It's just a pet that people
Everybody
have.
has ferrets. Like,
Everyone has
I had a
like,
ferret, like-
everyone knows someone that has a ferret.
Right enough.
You have,
talking
you have a
about
ferret.
otters though, do you know how fucking like there's
Otters or otters?
Otters.
Otters.
otters?
Otters.
Otters.
Right.
Otters.
Otters.
Are you saying Panem or Pam?
I'm saying otters.
Right. What about them?
I didn't realize they were so vicious up until like a couple of years ago.
All their violent fuck.
Until you got into a fucking
Vicious,
tussle with one.
There's these ones called giant river otters, and they would rip a crocodile apart. Like if it comes, or like a caiman or whatever. Like
I disagree with that.
they would rip it
Now we're
apart.
getting down to
Rip
this.
it apart.
A caiman.
You go-
A human could take a caiman, to be
No,
fair.
but I'm
talking
talking
about
about
these
big fucking crocodiles or
caimans
anything
are
like
Show
that.
me the size. Don't care
The
what
size,
kind of
right?
crocodile.
If-
the size of the crocodile.
No, I'm talking about the size of the fucking otter, right? The otter, like, standing up is about that there size. Big fucking jack motherfucker. Like,
Off the ground there, Jesus
big,
Christ.
like, I mean, like, rock solid. And it would just eat you up, like.
Eat you up.
And there's a gang of them that beat the fuck out of you. They're very territorial.
The search continues.
giant river otters. That's your
Or roaming around in gangs beating up crocodiles.
Worst nightmares.
Is what you're telling me?
Well, they're not roaming around. The crocodiles are getting into their fucking territory and they're getting eaten.
Have they killed people before these otters?
They probably would, but the people are smart enough to be like, fuck them motherfuckers. I'm not getting in the river.
That's a dream.
The thing is, though, if like you knew somebody that got killed by a group of otters, like, would you tell anybody? Because that's kind of embarrassing. Like, that
You'd be
person's
dead.
not going
The
to
person
heaven.
wouldn't want anybody knowing. Like,
As long as your dick's not broke, you get in.
No, his dick was fully intact. It was all good. They left his dick alone.
That's what to go for
some
first.
story, like, I suppose, like, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But no, see, I'm
Could you please get a picture of these otters
no
up? Like
word of
the
a lie.
whole time
Giant-
that he's been saying buff river otters, you could have been
giant
getting these
river
up.
otters.
You know what
They're
I'm saying?
fucking, they're scary.
I want to see if this is plausible that one could kill a crocodile. Like,
Oh, aye. Not one, but like a gang of them just rip
well,
it apart.
a gang of anything.
Get the fuck out of our
think
of
territory.
anything.
enough people. It's about the croc. Is it? I don't know if like that's could be one of them things I read, and then it'd be like it's not even true at all. But like crocodiles are technically immortal.
Immortal?
They if they have enough food, they can live forever.
I think there is alligators are like 600 years old. Now.
There's
a
there's-
shark now as well. They found it's like 700 odd years old.
I think as long as they eat, they're all right.
Yeah.
Like
I think they live a long ass time. Like
they live so long.
last time. Well,
Crocodiles.
they're dinosaurs, aren't they?
Aye, well,
they're
they
still
survived that
going.
long.
Like
Well, birds are dinosaurs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like,
turtles.
Yeah, there's a 100-year-old crocodile there I seen on the
Yeah, I see that too. It looked crazy.
net the other day. I don't know.
Otters.
Looked quite odd.
Yeah, it's not showing me definitive proof here, but here's one. But I don't know if this is like a giant otter from the past or of these days.
Jesus.
That
Pretty
looks
big-
like
pretty big
prehistoric
one.
sort of thing. Like,
Is that what you're
No,
talking
no,
about?
there's proper video or like. Just type
That'll do.
in giant
see-
river,
I don't
giant
see it.
river otter.
I did. That's exactly what I typed in.
I
Funny
don't
enough.
believe you.
have you invented an animal?
I think he has like,
Are you sure it's not like
I will show
prehistoric?
you.
It must be prehistoric.
and they were just showing like
It's not
AI
prehistoric.
CGI
Yeah.
graphics of like what it would have looked like.
Yeah,
Are you sure maybe it's not like a beaver you seen?
What do you see? What do you see?
or just like a hairy man swimming about, like a bum. The giant otter is known blah 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 between 5 and 6 feet long.
That's pretty big though.
That's them motherfuckers there.
That's a human-sized otter. Look,
That's them motherfuckers there. Giant river otters.
I don't know.
Looks pretty fucking
Giant river
vicious.
otter.
Jesus, it looks like a puma.
Early.
A
I
wet
may meet
puma.
the puma
Yeah.
around where I'm from for a while. One that lives
Puma?
apparently. Aye.
They look cute enough, like, but see the fucking
What?
gang up on you and fuck you up or another one, like.
Oh, one's cute. He's like an old Chinese
I'll
man.
flag. I'll put some river otter pictures there for the viewing pleasure.
Just so you
They look
understand.
like old Chinese men.
Wee Chinese
But
man.
there's
They do actually,
videos
yeah, the wee
online
whiskers.
that show you how aggressive they are.
Yeah.
Like fucking, like, you know, ripping apart shit.
And wee motorcycle gangs and all.
Have you all seen the monkey spin video
Yeah.
that I sent you?
Yeah.
Monkeys,
I've watched it 100 times.
I'm never able to watch any of these videos you send. Never.
Well, have you seen it? It's like a monkey. So
No.
it's like raining. There's like not a monkey, gorillas in like an enclosure, and like one comes out and like sits and eats a banana, and then his mate like walks past him and gets into a window, and when he gets into the window, he just does like a wee 360 spin as he's
Yeah,
going in.
great.
But like, it's just that one moment. It just makes
But
the
it's-
gorilla so human. Like, what, I don't know
Oh,
why. I
it
can't-
was a gorilla done it.
gorilla. And it's like, I really want to show you. I'm gonna show you.
A wee
I'm
360
gonna show
spin
you.
it does,
It's
like-
fucking class.
There's a lot of gorilla to move in the 360 span.
I'll show you, but he does it so nonchalantly that it's just, I don't know.
It's
must
just so
be
I'm
just-
obsessed with it. Like,
But I think it's like, you know, they've been in an enclosure so long,
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
going crazy.
boredom, and I'm just like, every time I come in here, we spin. That keeps me sane.
Keeps me sane.
Fly, I'll put this.
So watch the
Yeah,
very end. We'll put this
yes.
video up so you can see it.
He's got he's eating like
So
a
it's not,
lettuce.
he's not even the star of the show.
You
Oh, it's in
think?
a Japanese zoo. That explains it.
Uh-huh. That wasn't a Japanese impression.
It's not ours.
Eh,
Fucking shit.
Class, like, isn't it?
I watched
Wee
that
Michael
100 times. Like,
Just like, I'm home.
he just does, just does me, "Oop, I got my bananas. I'm dry." Fuck's sake, like, but it's probably like a traumatic response to being locked away or something.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not
Probably
great,
like,
yeah.
and he's just doing some behaviour that goes, oh, this one will protect me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like superstition.
What was it like? It was like they asked like 100 men what animal you could take, and 15% said I could take a gorilla.
We were talking about this.
In what world?
Well, we were talking about this a while ago. Like,
Was it something about a bear versus a gorilla which should win?
I think it was like
Oh, yes.
Mike
Yeah.
Tyson versus a gorilla or something.
that was the-
Oh, no, he,
yesterday.
he tried to fight a
Gorilla
gorilla.
would kill
Yeah.
us all.
I think he tried to pay a zoo to fight one, but they wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
That was the story.
It was because, and I think I saw the interview.
well,
it was being mean to the other people, and he was like, "No, I don't like bullies. I'll take them." But
I'd
no,
fucking
mate,
take
come
I'm
on.
not got rid of
He'd
that.
be dead.
No, there's no
Yeah.
chance. No chance
Oh,
any
yeah.
human
A
could take a
gorilla
gorilla.
would
No.
rip.
I'll tell you what,
you
a
to
chimpanzee,
pieces.
put anybody in a
Dead.
chimpanzee dead.
Right enough, though. I'd rather fight a
Literally just go-
chimpanzee than a gorilla would.
Yeah.
No, chimpanzee. Well, no, because a
I'd rather-
chimpanzee, what they do is like when they attack anything, because they attack
They rip
things
you up.
for fun.
Yeah.
Rip your face off.
Rip your
Rip
feet
your
off.
balls off and shit.
Aye.
You watch Chimp Crazy?
No, I haven't seen that.
Ooh, watch that shit.
I watched a couple episodes. It's
Jesus
good.
Christ,
Yeah.
I'd rather a gorilla pound my face in than get my face ripped off by
Yeah.
a chimpanzee.
Aye, 'cause
One
it's
dig, you're dead.
But what animal do you think you could take?
Could take a squirrel,
Oh, you could take
Plenty of fucking
a rabbit.
a rabbit. Rabbits are more vicious than you think.
Yeah.
You
But
back-
still-
Still, I
Holy
could still
Grail.
definitely just like fucking.
Holy Grail rabbit.
You know, it's done. Like,
have you ever watched the Holy Grail, Monty Python?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know
Yeah,
the scene you're
yeah.
talking about. I haven't seen it. I haven't really seen any films. Like,
really, you've quoted like 4.
I just picked them up. I think from like episodes of Family Guy I've seen, and I know them. But no,
Right enough. What animal though could you take? Do you think?
Like, let's be
There's so
serious.
many,
Realistically.
No,
so
let's
many.
be serious for a second, guys.
Aye.
No more joking.
Bare-handed.
in
no
this
weapons.
room, and say in this room.
Aye.
Well,
And
no,
it-
not. Let's not say in
It
this
has
room.
to
Let's
be
say an
somewhat-
open plain.
Somewhat
No,
Vicious, maybe like a
Open
vicious
plain,
animal.
nowhere to run.
Something that can
no
actually
elevated
defend itself.
ground,
now.
nothing.
straightforward fight to the death.
Just bare
And it has
hands,
to be
you and
something
the
that
animal.
can actually defend itself.
Cheetah.
A cheetah? You think you could take a cheetah?
cheetah?
Cheetah's bones are hollow. Like, I know all our bones are hollow, but cheetahs, the reason they're so fast is because their bones are so fragile.
We karate chop.
So
You could
if
maybe
you-
choke it out then.
If no, you would just hoof it in the chest, and it would just collapse. I think
I
this is
don't
no.
think so.
I
Ooh,
I
look
Could you do
hard,
that
like-
before it gets to you though? Like, you know what I mean?
they're quite feared animals.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not. Now that I'm saying it out loud with my mouth,
No, but see, like, I think in life or death situation, there's so many animals I think you could maybe just.
Well, there's a guy that
one over
literally
on.
did choke out a mountain lion barehandedly.
that's pretty sick.
And that he got it in a rear naked choke and put his hooks in on, choked unconscious. I swear to God,
Fucking.
it was fucking insane. He's on the Joe Rogan podcast.
You are a hometown hero. Like, that's the boy that showed down mountain lion.
A mountain lion, like a fully grown mountain lion protecting
Mountain
its
lion,
fucking cubs.
Just God.
Fuck.
No, bro.
tell
No,
you what,
I,
you wanna fight
I
a honey
retract the
badger?
cheetah statement. I retract that.
Just
No,
a house
imagine.
cat, a pissed off house cat would be horrendous
yeah.
to
Oh,
fight.
but you would still win. Like,
Yeah,
like,
but
let's be honest. But
Jesus.
yes, it would get
It would
you. Like,
suck like.
Would you win against a honey badger?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
I
so.
think
No.
you could,
I don't
'cause you'd
think so.
stomp on its
No.
head. No,
No.
it's too small.
That's so
No.
quick. That'll just
Yeah.
that goes straight for your privates.
Yeah. You
be
rip
honest-
your dick off, then it'll rip your throat out, and then you're just bleeding.
Rip your dick off.
I
Like,
think it's like Deadpool as well. It'll just keep coming back. You know.
yeah.
It's not even that. Yeah,
Like, stomp
you'd
its
probably
head in,
stomp
like-
its head and think, "I've crushed that skull, no problem." No, it's
It just gets back
adamantium
up.
skull. Fucking
don't
gets
give a
up and
fuck.
fucking just claws you to death. Like,
Like them monsters. You ever play Dead Space?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like them where it's like you have to rip the limbs off.
Yeah. We bit by bit. That's
you
coming
play-
up in a
did
tiny
you play
bit.
Dead
to the
Space,
fucking
the remake?
ground.
I've literally just started playing it there 3 days ago.
It's
Over the
freaky shit.
weekend.
Like,
It's fucking
freaky shit.
lethal.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
so good.
yeah.
I never cleared it out. Like,
The good thing about it is it's true to the original. Like, it's just a
it?
fucking. It's
I never played the original,
Very
but like
true to
playing the
the
That
remake.
pretty much is
It's
it.
actually
Like,
better than the original.
yep.
Amazing.
No, I've came to gaming quite late. It was really the pandemic pulled me back into it. So then I just wait and see what comes out free every month, and then it's like, oh, 1 month it's going to be I'm playing Demon Souls, and then I'm playing NBA 2K. Just going like, I think if I tried hard enough, I could maybe not the NBA, but the G League, and it's just like, no, I couldn't actually. I tried to throw a basketball once. It's not going to.
You're a tall fella. Like, do you play basketball?
I'm not that tall.
No?
I'm only 6 foot. I'm deceptively large.
You're
I'm
only
just
6 foot.
I'm only 6 foot.
Fuck,
I'm
you
just
seem far taller than me when you walk in there.
I'm wider. I'm
and
wide.
yeah.
I'm fucking 5'11". You couldn't be just an inch above me. Like, that's
I'm
An
not
inch
that tall.
makes a big difference, so it does.
that's
An inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An inch here or there. But like, no, I'm not that tall. I
Do you ever
thought.
see a 4-inch dick and a 5-inch dick? The 5-inch looks like twice the size of the 4-inch one.
Oh.
I'm not a dick.
I don't know. I don't know.
Seen a 3-inch dick?
Have
Just
you?
me.
I'm a dickhead. alright.
Just mind, I don't know if it was real, but I remember it going about when we were at school. It was like this man in America who had 2 penises.
Yeah, it's true.
They were both 8 inches.
Fuck
Both of them?
bastard. Like,
Most people don't
Both
have
his
one.
dicks are bigger than my fucking dick.
Like that's ludicrous. Like you could give
That
one
would be
away.
horrible though to have 2 dicks.
He loved
It'd be
it.
the worst experience ever.
He loved it. He was talking
horrible.
about it's sick, lad.
do
I
they
love it.
both? Do they both?
Do they
come?
both function? Yeah.
There's videos. He became a porn star. Remember?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I just remember hearing it at school. And then
One in the pussy, one in the ass. Like, fuck. Jesus.
you can literally have a 3-way with 2 people.
That's just greedy. Greed.
It's-
Pure greed.
It's too much. Aye,
need it.
they were both 8 inches, and I just remember thinking that's just.
I need to see that porno. Like,
But I think it's really old. Remember, it was like really old, bad quality. Like it's probably like on VHS. I had like the wee lines running across it. No, that's what I
So
remember.
what is he? A hermaphrodite?
no, that's
Probably not.
No.
It's probably just
monkey
intersex.
legs?
I think you just call it intersex. It's like an outlier of.
He just had 2 penises.
But you ever see people that are born?
Girls with 2 vaginas and all. Like.
That's not uncommon.
Right.
It's not.
Oh,
uncommon?
yes, that's right. It's
No.
not. It's not. It's funny enough. I was watching a fucking a wee
Think about otters.
thing about river otters. There. No, I watched a video on that there. Funny enough, not too long ago, and there was a wee, there was a girl had that problem. Strange.
There you are now.
There you go.
Just a wee video.
Just a wee video.
Just a
Wee
standard.
educational,
Just a wee
educational video.
I don't know. Just
on
came up on
vaginas,
YouTube.
David.
I promise you. I promise.
Of course it did.
I mean that show because like I was kind of in like a mid 2000s Channel 4 binge
Yes.
and like watching it back, embarrassing bodies.
Yeah.
Then it
I
was
see that show every morning in the morning.
supersize versus super skinny.
Yes.
Yeah.
fucking love
That's all,
watching them, like-
That-
Used to love that shit.
Because watching that back, like I was thinking like this show didn't work
Yeah.
because they were trying the whole time to like shame people into being thinner, and then I think that's just proof it doesn't work because obesity's went up.
Yeah.
So like that shit doesn't work. But I was just thinking like, no, you couldn't do that now. It just wouldn't work.
No,
Oh, I
do you
love
not
those
remember
shows,
there was an hour show? I can't remember what it was called, but it's slightly similar to like Super Size Me, all that sort of shit.
The
about people
doctor and
losing
all
weight.
that?
And this guy like walking around being, now we're going to a family of fatties.
Yes.
This one's fat, that one's fat. You're just like, you couldn't get away with it. Like,
No.
do you know what I mean? You could, like,
Fatty boom boom.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work. The other thing that you notice now, because like I suppose maybe you kind of we know more now, is when you're watching that super size versus super skinny. It's like they always focused on the heavier person because like they were obese, and like they never noticed that that person clearly has like anorexia or bulimia or something.
dying just as unhealthy as the
Yeah.
other person.
They
Like,
kind of give them a wee bit of spotlight, but not as much as the fat guys. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I used to
It's
love
like-
it when they put all their food in the big tube thing and it came
I-
down.
Oh, the
Once you
funnels.
eat in a day, that was
Aye.
the best part.
Or like, or like
and
when
then the skinny one, it was just like a fucking doop.
Have you actually
It was a wee
seen?
cookie or something.
Have you seen some
Leaf.
of them actually eat like that? Never mind.
Yeah, like
fucking-
blend their food.
like
And,
just funnel it into them. Like this is.
I
this
love
is my
when they
life.
sit
No
down to
thanks.
each other's breakfast or each other's lunch,
yeah.
and one's got like fucking pizzas and
The
shit.
best shit ever,
The other's
like-
got like a cup of coffee and a fig.
she just starts crying.
Because they says no, he doesn't smoke, so we're not going to make him. I was like, no, make him.
Yeah,
make him
fucking
start
make him.
smoking.
I shoot heroin every morning, and then I fucking, you know, so you do it.
I always wanted one of them food tubes done on myself, like when I was at my heaviest, just to see like how bad it was, because
Yeah.
I know it was.
How heavy were you?
I was near 20 stone at that point.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I was when I was working in Stormont. I would have stopped down in the morning. I used to live up Windsor Avenue, and I
Aye.
stopped down at the centre, and I got a baguette filled with 3 bits of vegetable roll and butter. I'd have ate that going down
Great.
the road, and then I would have got 2 rolls. I would have got a chicken tikka roll and a chicken and bacon roll. And I would say the chicken and bacon's for lunch. By the time I got the bus from Donegal Square to Stormont, I'd had both of them. And I just knew, like, and I was eating like taco, chip and pasty bab every night. Oh, I was a big boy.
How'd you break out
I'd
of that
love to
cycle
be a
then?
big boy.
I crash dieting.
That's that,
Not healthily. I yo-yoed there for ages, because then I started losing weight there again, because I basically accidentally bulked in the gym for 3 years. I just never watched what I ate. And then I was like, right, now it's time for the cut. In winter, which everyone knows is the time you cut. Like, and then I was trying to cut back now, but no, I'm down to 15.3 now. So if I could I want to kind of see if I can get to about 14.5 and see how I feel. Like, I feel like death. I'll just go, no, I'm not meant to be here.
No, you're not. I'm 14 in a bit, like.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
It's just one of them. It's just because like sometimes, I mean, you're, especially when you're cutting like down low and you cut calories way too low. 'Cause I've made that mistake.
What did you cut down till?
That's time only 2,400,
That's fine.
which is
For
grand.
your size would be fine. Like.
But in April earlier this year, I was 17 in the dot, and I was like, I need to lose weight, because I thought, do you know what I'll do? I'll go speed dating, that'll be funny. And I signed up, and I was like, oh no, I need to lose weight, and I lost 1.5 stone in a month.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I put it back on the next month.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Like,
It's like,
It's
if you
so-
lose it that quick, it's coming back on that
because
quick.
you're not even losing fat, you're just losing all the glycogen out of your body and all your water and stuff.
Like, I find like it's real difficult. I think I fucked my metabolism up a bit when I was younger through lots of various different things. And like now, so I was on
Sucking dick.
I was on I was on like a 3,600 calorie diet, you know, which was kind of gradually putting weight on, right? And then I get bored of doing that because I'm tired of eating when I don't want to eat. So I cut back down to, like you said, cut or whatever. And 5 kg that took me like 3 months to put on,
Gone.
Because just all glycogen and water
Aye.
and shit like that.
You're
It's
just retaining all that
like,
stuff.
As soon as I cut back any carb restriction or any of that, it's just all gone. Like, it's so hard for me to put it on and keep it, you know?
Same.
I can't lose any of it.
It's a bastard.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I'd
can't
love
keep
to
it
be
off.
20 stone. I would love
Yeah,
to be
20
20
stone would be sweet.
Just if
a hard thing to
I'm
do,
not even
look.
talking about like healthily 20. I'd love to see what I look like as a or feel like, you know, a bit of fucking
Maybe not 20
Maybe
stone.
not
but
really.
I'd like to be like 200 pounds, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Well,
in
for my
stone.
height, I'm 5'7", and I'm
14.4.
14.4.
Like, were you carrying a lot of weight when you were 20 stone, or were you like?
I carry because like people were saying, are you losing weight? You don't look fat. It's just, I have
Carried on
the
your
most-
cock.
I have the most even fat distribution ever. But it's just perfectly over the entire body.
Yeah.
your
Like, I don't really.
legs, your fucking.
I just carry it
That's
everywhere.
good. That's handy, though.
It's not too
As long
bad.
as it's not in your liver, then, you know?
As long as it's not in the
most
organ.
men straight to the gut, like most men,
Aye.
and then
I'm-
apparently women straight to the ass. You know.
Well, I'm 15.5 stone at 5'7", which, and I've just incrementally been up since probably 2018, just before lockdown. And then when lockdown hit, I was just munching and drinking beer mostly, like. And
Beer's the thing that doesn't look.
I don't think I've lost any weight in the last 6 years. Just
Sure you have, like.
putting it on, maybe a bit,
You
but
have,
like not enough to be
Recently,
like.
have, like.
Not enough to be like. I'm fit. I'm not the heaviest I've ever been right now.
But that's what I mean. I think that you Like that doesn't necessarily mean that you're the heaviest you've ever been, though. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
If that makes sense.
Hopefully,
Like the composition of body mass would probably be different than when you weren't exercising and shit. You know what I mean?
I was doing a lot
So,
of
like-
weights recently, like for about 3 months.
I have the opposite fucking problem. You know, like I lived in Spain for a wee bit there, Cathaóir, right? And when I got back, I weighed 64 kg.
You were
64 kg.
To be honest,
just
to be
under 10
honest, you were
stone.
skinny.
Insane. Like,
You were always a skinny bastard, and you came back skinnier than ever. So he did, you know. He was like, but after that, like you've really fucking. This is the, you know.
what's the heaviest
This is
I've
it.
been? I
Like,
would
for
say
you,
84
you seem
kg
to-
at the
you seem
moment.
to
like.
have just went on a fucking, you know.
But that's the thing. I even when you go to Spain, or even I was in Portugal there not so long ago. Like it is just a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like because like I remember I was in Barcelona visiting my sister and she was there, and like people were going out to dinner at like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But it seems to me
Yeah.
like they just don't eat during the day.
Too hot.
It's
Yeah.
not because that is true. Like when it's roasting here, it's just like couldn't be
It's funny
arsed.
that I was only there for a week, and it was the exact same. Just what
right.
time they close from? Like 12 to
Yeah,
7 or
like
something?
12.
6?
Well, it depends. Like, so a lot of places say they close from 12 to 2.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
and
like a
then from
midday-
5
what
to
do you
8.
call it? Let's
Siesta.
see.
Siesta.
Siesta.
That's what
Siesta.
it's
called.
But like half of
have a
them
couple-
just don't bother opening back up again.
No,
They just go home, get drunk, have a nap,
Beers?
wake up the next day.
I have a cousin. She lives in Spain, and she says if the meeting is scheduled for 9 o'clock, it's really at 10.
Yeah.
Like that's when people are going to start.
That's what
turning
pissed
up.
me off about
Yeah.
living there, you know? Because, like, here,
No time.
you've a
for
list,
them.
you've a list of 10 things you need to do today. I'm getting 8 of them done, probably, with not much effort. If you have 10 things to do in Spain, don't even, just pick one and be happy if you get that one done. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous.
Very slow lifestyle.
You just
like.
go start closed. When's this open? Tomorrow. Right? Come back tomorrow. When's it open? Tomorrow. It's like, jeez.
Do you ever see that film Hunger with Michael Fassbender?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how he lost the weight to play Bobby Sands. Was he just went to Spain?
Really?
He says, I just because it's roasting, you don't want to eat.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Yeah.
he needed to drop down like way low.
Yeah.
But like that's how he lost it. And then who was it? Christian Bale when he
Aye, fuck.
Apple
that
and
Machinist,
Apple
like-
and
Apple and
Machinist.
yeah.
The machinist, he was
And
bad.
coffee,
Like,
yeah.
he had the hospital.
There was one.
that,
I
like-
think Matt Damon like really fucked up his body doing one because he had to play a heroin addict in a film and he completely ruined himself.
Right.
Because like he just did starvation, which is like if you're trying to lose the weight, because when you're trying to lose weight, you look up all these celebrity mix. That's what everybody does.
Yeah.
But like he just starved himself and it fucked him. But then.
Yeah.
I think Matthew McConaughey when he was doing that
Dallas Buyers Club.
he
that
just
was
ate
amazing.
like 1,000 calories in the morning. That was it.
Yeah.
Never ate the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I think it was Christian Bale that had like he developed a heart condition because of
Yeah,
what
he
he done.
has heart problems.
So he
like,
has to take medication for his bad heart.
Well, it still didn't stop him from, like, just there about 8 years ago was Hustle. You know, he put on a lot of weight for that. Like,
Yeah, right
and
enough, yeah. Right enough.
He'd already had all them mornings of the heart. Like,
Yeah.
he's-
Like,
and
he's
he's
just
true
his
actor,
body every
true
fucking
actor,
movie.
like,
Batman Begins, like.
he doesn't give a
Jesus
fuck. Like,
Christ.
he's in it for the acting. Like, so he is.
I think was that one the one he says right I can't do that anymore because I will die.
Yeah.
It's like when you starve yourself, your body has to eat something.
Yeah.
and it's going to eat the
It's
muscle.
going to eat yourself, yeah.
eat
the
you.
muscle, yeah.
So well, like,
Been there like when I was in uni. The first year I was traveling up and down all the time from here to Belfast, and I would eat my breakfast, go up eating nothing all day long. Actually, I wouldn't even have breakfast most of the time. I would only eat when I got home from uni at about 7 at night. And
No energy for the day?
my mum would make dinner and I would eat that, and that was all I'd had for like a year. And then I went down to like probably 10, just under 10 stone, probably soon. And like pictures of me back then, it's like insanely skinny, like. And I still thought I was overweight. You know, I had this body dysmorphia. Like we were doing like exercise and all, trying to lose weight. In the second year we got up there, then like doing
Little
all
did
these
you know you
fucking-
needed to put it back on?
like training with black bags and all, trying to sweat all the fucking water weight out of us, and just stupid, which didn't know what we were at, like,
that
you
was
know.
the classic back. You
Remember that? Like, so
don't get
stupid.
that anymore.
No,
And you don't even realise that sweating's not even fucking losing weight.
No.
Nah,
You
you're
know what I mean?
just what, like,
Jesus Christ.
it's okay for weight cutting for a
Yeah.
fucking event.
Yeah,
That's
like
all,
a
not
fight
for
or
anything else.
something,
Like,
like-
if you're not doing that, like
No.
it's just like
Gareth is fighting the smick next door. Fucking
the Chinese family upstairs.
155, mate. Let's go.
Oh, there was a Chinese family lived up above us,
stairs.
and they would come home at like normal Chinese family time, which because they owned a fucking restaurant was like 5 in the morning, and that's when they'd start their day.
They were fucked, actually.
Yeah.
Like, we Do you remember Batman Arkham Asylum, the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a picture of the Joker
Yeah,
on
with a
our
poster.
door.
Yeah.
Outside the door, and these Chinese people used to come home and they would have to walk past our front door to get to their door, and you could physically literally hear them screaming at the poster, and they ripped it off.
Ripped it off the door. They
Ripped it
thought
off
we'd
the
done it to
door.
scare them, maybe.
Yeah, they thought we were devil worshippers, you know, and they'd done it like 3 times, and then we just gave up.
Where was this?
Holylands.
Holyland. Because
hilarious, like.
you see, like when I'm thinking back years ago, I thought because I thought I recognised you when I seen you, and I was like, did you live up Windsor Avenue North?
He would never.
I've got a very I've got that many twins out there. I don't know how many twins have I got.
I
Like,
know people walking around red balaclavas.
a lot of
Like,
people look like me. No, but there is apparently a lot of people who look like me. You've seen
Yeah, there was one who
I
was at a
seen
party.
a few people like you. Like,
It was the dog egg of you, because like I remember we had a Chinese family in our wee apartment place,
yeah.
but I was like, how long? I've seen that boy before.
Oh,
And I
I
was
was
like,
Chinese, yeah.
did we live in the same building? All them years ago.
No, he wasn't living with us back then. It was just me and Jake.
I was there a couple of times, like, you know, just for
Yeah.
the parties or whatever.
Yeah.
That's true. Probably seen him about Belfast, drinking out of puddles,
Drinking out of
I'll be him.
murdering somebody,
Oh, God.
you know,
Yeah.
whatever it may be.
Oh, fuck. What did you live in the Holylands then?
I live only after I came back from uni for a year.
Yeah.
And then it was Windsor Avenue North, and I lived in Dunluce Avenue up Lisburn Road, and then COVID came. So
Ooh, fancy.
oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was like it was just like the Lisburn Road gets better the further you leave Belfast.
Aye.
But like when you're up it, like
Yeah,
it's
We lived he lived with a few mates in the first year uni, and I was travelling up and down, and then we lived together in the second year. But he had like a proper Holylands house, and that was a shithole. But Jesus, what we moved into next was like the shithole, even a shithole compared to Holyland standards. And it was like fucking
Insane.
It was funny. Like,
we
like,
hit.
See if I ever fucking meet you again, John.
was his name John?
Dead.
He's dead. No, he's dead now. I
think he's dead.
Bound to be.
Oh,
Like,
they
Is this a
landlords
landlord or
live
something?
forever. They're like, we
I don't
fucking
know.
Nosferatus.
We kept getting mice in our house in the Holylands. We were
Bastards! I had a problem.
just eventually we just kind of
Recently.
started living with them,
Yeah.
and then like
Aye, mice are chill.
the landlord would just give us vouchers for Villa Italia. Just be like, oh sorry about that. Here, just like we'll get like noodles
Yeah.
tonight. We're like, yeah,
bring some back for the
Honestly,
mouse.
I wouldn't mind if I didn't have kids, but I've had to fucking lay traps, and a couple of them are dead. A couple of them, 3 of them.
Yeah, you have to get rid of your kids if you have mice. Like,
Yeah. How did you do it?
Traps?
yeah,
Trap your kids and what?
Traps?
yeah.
What did you trap them in?
Kid traps?
Kid traps.
And there's a joke for you, Carrie. You can take out.
But we caught one. What you do is you take a mop bucket, you fill it with water, and you take a clothes hanger,
Yeah.
spear it through like a Coke tin, and put peanut butter on it, and then that'll walk up
Ah,
onto it and
yes.
fall into the water.
And then
'Cause we were scant. We didn't even have oil in the house. We were like, right, there's a mop
But you were
bucket.
doing an engineering degree, and you
We had to find a way around it.
Glass of Baileys. Works
Glass of Baileys as well.
Glass of Baileys.
Sometimes like, my mate he was a big smoker at the time, and like he'd been sitting there just Robert, and then I would just be looking across, and I'd just look under the sofa, and I see the wee mouse, and I go, lad, he's back, and he'd be like, lad, away, lad.
uni times are mad. Like we got
Look at a
so.
wee smoke.
I remember when we moved into that wee place, we had no internet, no anything for a while, and we just got hooked into EastEnders for like
Sounds like hell.
Standards.
EastEnders.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Or whatever,
We didn't
yeah.
have any sort of way of
Sounds
entertaining
so
ourselves.
sad.
So we're
I
like,
suppressed
what's,
that.
what's
I think I suppressed that.
We're like, we'll see what's on TV here, and we'll just watch an episode of EastEnders. We're like, you know what? I'll watch that again.
We used to do a lot of countdown as well.
Countdown
We used to do a lot of countdown.
Countdown.
Like,
Oh,
I
yes.
found it.
Yeah.
I found a YouTube channel that just puts the maths segments up a countdown, and for ages there, I was just playing the maths
Oh,
segments.
fuck me. That's the only segment I don't want to watch.
I love that.
Jesus.
many days of like, I'm not going to uni today. Let's
Countdown.
sit down and watch Jeremy Callan Countdown and EastEnders
And bargain hunt.
and have no money. Maybe we'll
money.
scrape enough together to go over and get not Heinz beans, Branston or some other Spar sometimes.
Fucking Branston fucking beans,
They were
bro.
the only alternative.
On Frosty Jacks.
No,
No,
definitely
fucking
not.
wise up.
Well,
No.
he's had to have a drink. He's had to
This
have
is
a
how
drink or
bad. This
something,
is
like.
how bad.
Rice
What
and
we drank?
beans.
What were we drinking
Probably.
alcohol wise?
Rosé.
Yeah, we
Rosé
were.
wine.
Yeah.
Fancy bastard. So
Yeah.
he's
No,
just
it was a fiver for 2 bottles back then.
I remember being so hungry during this time in my life that me and Jake would go out all the time, and he was the only one getting his grant from uni, so he would loan me some money. He would say, "Here's a tenner to, go out and drink," and we would go to the Limelight River, and I would like sneak away from him you know, in the night and go to Subway with my tenner.
Fucking
and
caught
just
him too.
Buy a Subway. And then the next morning I'd be like, where'd you go last night? I couldn't find you, mate.
I caught you one. I caught you once coming out of the Subway though on Botanic.
So you
When I was
get your
walking
nose
home, and you're like, oh.
There you are.
Did you like get your fucking nose busted in the Subway or something?
No,
That was
different time.
by Scratch.
That was
by Scratch. I remember just turning the corner and Gareth was standing with his trousers around his ankles and someone just went, boom. Just
Yeah. I got my nose broke that time, and
Fuck's sake.
that's still the way it is now, like squishy wee bit.
That's like a nose program.
wish you a wee bit.
Like if you
Never knew
might
that
be able to
story.
hear this, right? Every so often I have to set it that way. So does David. He's got the same problem. So you might hear this.
Oh,
I have to do it every
That's
day.
not fun.
Every day. Yeah.
yeah, any broken bones?
I broke this wrist playing soccer.
Yeah,
And
not
that's-
good.
But then I have this weird thumb that likes to.
I like
Oh, if you got it right, if you
That's
got
weird.
do your thumb.
That's
so
weird.
like,
That's
see the way people have like the bendy back thumb. You've got a bendy back thumb.
I have a bendy back thumb and a straight thumb.
Yeah,
What?
I
What
don't
the
have.
That's
Fuck.
from playing guitar.
You've got a bendy
Yeah.
back thumb, don't you?
I have a bendy back.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have a
true.
bendy back
That's
thumb.
strange shit.
That's
Yeah,
from playing
Do you have bendy back thumb?
no.
guitar.
Do that.
Is it?
Fucking aliens, like, what the fuck?
From playing
No.
guitar though.
Can you do that?
No, that's fucked up. Like,
Don't
what?
do this,
the
but-
fuck? How do you do that?
What's this? Oh,
Whoa.
You fucking witch doctor.
Fucking weird, man.
I don't know how I figured out I could do that, but I
a
just have
strange one.
always been.
oh no.
It just like
Fucking
folds over into a
magician's
perfect
trick.
square.
Christ.
No, yes, I see that. No, I can't do that.
It's one of them. Everybody goes, wait, hang on. How the fuck do you figure that
What other
out?
things can we do? Can you do this? Can you do this?
Get out. Get the fuck out.
That's fucking the worst thing I've ever seen.
What is that?
Get out. Get out.
I don't want to. Oh no.
Anybody can learn what you just fucking done. It's not about can you do it.
It's hard with fucking.
If I just said that,
Sure
you
you-
didn't even do it.
What are these party tricks?
Can't
now?
even do it.
Aye, I've got loads of them. See, you can do it. Oh, there
That's
you
pretty
go.
good.
Hey, it's something.
That's an asthmatic Al.
It's properly turned into like an after like that. Yes. Fucking mad.
I just turned into like, you know, when the coke runs out and everyone's like, what can you do? I can make owl noises.
I can fuck you.
I know it does get stigmatized a lot, but like you can understand why people do cocaine.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
It's like you do it, and then because I only done it like once or twice when I was younger, and I
We
was
were
like,
the same, like.
wow, this is amazing. I can never do this again.
No.
It's going to become a problem.
It's shit though, because during my run of doing all that kind of stuff, I only ever had one good line of cocaine. Like
One
all the
good
rest,
line of cocaine.
all the rest was just I just unfortunately had run into shit lines of cocaine.
Shit like
And this one time, someone gave us
Yeah.
cocaine, and he was a small boy. I'd never
He
tried.
wasn't a small boy. He's like 6'4".
Well, he was 12. No, he was like young, way younger than us. I'd say about 14 or 15 at the time. I don't know where he got it, but we
No,
were like, okay.
fuck, he wasn't that young. He was like fucking 17 and nut.
Was he? Right,
Yeah.
anyway. But like he just gave us stuff, and I tried it, and I was like, holy fuck. That's what cocaine's supposed to feel like.
Yeah, because we were snorting street cocaine for years because it was
Yeah.
20 quid a gram or whatever the fuck it was. And now you have to buy, if you
40.
want anything nice, you have to get 50 quid for half a gram.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be nice cocaine.
Oh, you're talking about 110 nowadays, like for a nice-
Would never,
Yeah,
like, last
half a
time I
gram,
done it, I
50
was
quid,
in
like.
Bristol on a stag do, and I just fucking never again. Like,
It's meant to be fucking lethal.
I like cocaine.
I'm in
do it
Bristol.
every so
Bristol,
often.
Bristol was good crack.
I think
Yeah.
cocaine's better than Bristol.
What's Bristol's? That's what they call Bristol bladder when you take too much ketamine.
Is it? Right.
Aye, because like when you take too much ketamine, you begin because it peels the lining off your bladder.
Oh, God.
So yeah, if you take too much ketamine, it'll start peeling off the walls. Of
Aye,
your
but like you'd
bladder.
have to consistently take ketamine for years, would you?
No, like
No, just once.
just like a pile of it after a night out.
All right,
if you take enough of it, you'll just begin, and then you pee that out, and that's you're just pissing blood out.
Pissing your bladder out.
So that's what they call it, Bristol
Lord.
bladder.
Right, so
Because ketamine's massive
is,
over there.
is that
Yeah.
like a? Is that gonna be?
Well, that put me
If
off.
that happens, is that like a fucking?
You done?
Like, does it
Can
come
be.
back?
No, 'cause
Oh,
it's
it
black,
might
yeah.
it might rebuild, like,
Your
but
bladder
well, I don't know if it
fucking-
rebuilds, but I think you can, like, if you don't do it again, no more will come out. Like, you can perforate your bladder doing
Yeah,
Have
that.
you ever
yeah,
tried
yeah.
ketamine?
No,
I have.
Wouldn't recommend it. Like,
It's not that fun, actually.
No.
It's fun. It's really fun. Wouldn't recommend it.
It's not for me. Like,
That's the thing now. It's all ketamine and cocaine. Where's the ecstasy tablets gone?
I know.
I love
Bygone era.
ecstasy.
That was our thing
Fuck
back in the day.
easy.
Like,
Purple magnets.
oh,
McDonald's, Toyotas,
Bart Simpson's.
Mitsubishi's.
Class,
Mitsubishi's. They were like the proper one back then. If you got a Mitsubishi, you'd be like, oh, yes,
Yeah.
thank God.
They've all gone out. They've seemed to have all gone when because the reason now they say like ones our age and all that and younger don't drink anymore because it's too dear. They just do drugs. And I was like, but ecstasy was the cheapest night out.
I know how much was it? Like a $5?
Yeah, for
You know,
a couple of pills, maybe
couple
one.
of pills, 3 for a $5, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't dear, like. But there was nights where we couldn't get it. Like, we were just getting a wee bit too dependent on that was our night ruined if we didn't get ease that weekend. And we were at each other's throats sometimes when we didn't get ease. You know, we're trying to ring round the town and all, like, right, where we're getting them. And if someone had like an idea of ringing someone and went and got them and said no, we'd be like, fuck you! Why did you fucking go that cunt? We could have went somewhere else, not wasted time. It's like fucking.
I remember we sent David to get ease once and he come back with like, what'd you come back with? Like speed or
Base.
something? Or base or something?
Base.
And then we just sat in a cupboard and sniffed it all anyway. Like
What's
sat in a
base?
cupboard in the
Stronger.
darkness to make it
I think
feel
it's
trippy.
speed mixed with something. Base.
I don't know
I don't
what it
really
is.
know
You're not
exactly what
supposed to
it
be
is.
sniffing it anyway, but I think we might have.
I think it was
No, we
just.
did. We
sniffing.
were sniffing it.
Not
Yeah.
supposed
I
to
think it was
sniff that
just
shit.
bold washing powder. That's what I think it was.
There was a lot of it was bold washing powder.
What did it do to you?
Huh?
What did it do?
Not much.
Oh, it's just like
Fuck you up. Just
speed,
same
cocaine, kind of that
amphetamines.
kind of
Aye.
thing that just gets you a wee bit, you know.
Never done speed, but like anybody that's ever done it just says like, you're wired.
Yeah.
Like,
It was actually the worst come down for some reason. It was the worst one I can remember.
Yeah.
They get it
the
out.
speed come down.
It was like a diet pill initially, wasn't it?
No idea.
I think they.
Oh, yeah. Because
They-
stop cheating.
It
Yeah,
stopped cheating,
you're
so
right.
like people were like giving out in the 50s, but it turns out it was just methamphetamine the whole time.
There you go. That's what Ozempic's going to be
Got
something
that crack
similar.
skinny, like.
It's getting massive now.
Yeah.
But then, like, why are people taking it who don't need, like, Drake? Have you seen the state of Drake? Why? Like,
I don't
was he
know.
not a normal fucking sized person? And now
That's
he
it.
looks like his face is all sunken in and he's skinny as fuck. Like, but
I'd like to see his cock now.
probably still the same size. Like,
Yeah, probably.
Well, is it every 45 pound you lose, you gain an inch.
Down there.
Apparently,
Fuck me, I'm dieting of the day, boys. I've got. I need all the inches I can
It's
get.
something.
not
It's
true.
something like the more weight you lose, there because like obviously where you carry fat.
yeah.
Is it just because
I
you're?
seen that on
Your
the
dick's
internet.
always that big. I suppose it's just hidden, is it?
Yeah.
I've got this
Hidden.
thing right.
Fupa.
Fupa. That I think did
H.
What do you call that fucking
HR.
podcast? HR something. They were
HR
like
Productions?
yeah, they were like a. Did they coin that phrase?
See, I thought he did, but I actually don't think so
So it
anymore.
means fat upper pubic area. And I've got this. You might have had it when you were 20 stone.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember seeing it.
I've
It
got
was gone.
It's just like a wee flabby,
Yeah, my belly.
wee flabby thing right here, and it's
Right.
just encompasses my penis, and it's
Encompasses. Encompasses.
It's definitely an inch. It's definitely about an inch thick. So I reckon
Yeah.
I'm a good 3-incher at least if that's gone.
The thing about Ozempic is, say if you lose a stone using Ozempic, you're not actually losing like a stone of fat. You're losing half fat, half muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Starvation thing again.
That's the
That's all it is. Like.
That's the problem with any weight loss. You know, you're always going to lose a wee bit of muscle somehow.
No, you'll lose a wee bit of muscle, but like to the same extent that like any of them semaglutides will take it off you.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust it. I would just
No.
Ugh.
No, I've been with a personal trainer. I haven't been with the last month because just a load of shite happened. Car broke down and all, and I haven't been able to pay him. But he has me on 2,100 calories, and because I'm like new to the game of just like working out like that much, you know, he says I'll be able to lose weight and put muscle on pretty easily. Like you know, whereas
you're
someone,
coming from an untrained
yeah.
state.
So whereas he could never do that because he's fucking buff as fuck. He could never lose weight and build muscle ever again. You know. So that's where I'm at. And I'm going back to him in November. This is November now. So
It's November now.
November now,
It's
hey?
November now.
Well, fucking.
here he's all ready for Christmas.
Fucking humbug.
Fuck Christmas.
That's soon.
Bah,
I
humbug.
forgot about that.
Fuck Christmas.
I like Christmas.
I do too. Like Jake hates it.
it.
Who the fuck?
Hey.
I
Jake's a
mean,
Grinch.
I'm not the worst anymore. I don't hate it as much as it did.
No, I don't hate it. Like I just can't wait till it's over.
But it is a load of shit. Like. It is a load of shit. Like.
I just like it because it's that time of the year everyone stops. Everybody fucks up.
I love it. I love a dinner. I mean, I think
dinner's the best part.
there was a
Fucking right.
period in my life where I tailored off liking Christmas because you're getting older, it doesn't mean the same anymore. Then you find out why it means anything anymore, and then it starts to go up again, like dinner and family. Whereas like when you're a kid, it's all Santa toys, and then that goes away, and you're like, oh, what is Christmas? And you don't know for a while. Like,
Where are
the shit
you,
thing,
Christmas?
the shit thing about Christmas though, growing up, is you just find out it's this big corporate bullshit thing to sell.
Yeah.
Fucking
things.
That's everything.
That's
Yeah.
everything. Isn't it?
Every holiday, you know.
Yeah, like the thing I did see when I was in the shop earlier. That's the first Christmas dinner I seen out already.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts and everything. It's like this is
Jesus.
we're like as early.
Yeah. You're seeing all them Christmas adverts now already.
5th of
Like,
November today, is it?
5th of November today.
bonfire night, boys.
Remember.
Oh, we were so close. We'll get there. But no, it is like true. It does seem to come earlier every year. Like I seen the shops taking down the Halloween stuff on Halloween. And getting,
Like on the
Christmas straight up.
getting the Christmas stuff.
I seen people with Christmas decorations up before Halloween there.
So,
You know what I mean?
all right, so,
Before Halloween,
so
like.
what is it? Pick one thing you like most about Christmas. We'll go around the circle, starting with you. what's your most loved thing about Christmas?
Go fucking that way, will you?
Okay, start with yourself.
I like the drinking sessions with my friends.
Who doesn't?
That is a good one. Martin,
Love.
this is why we're going Christmassy.
I don't know.
Go ahead anyway.
Should do Halloween for fuck's sake.
No, it's over.
I like Halloween for the demonic element.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Dinner, probably like.
The dinner.
I mean, who the fuck? I mean, come on. The best.
Yeah, I think a bit of both of that. You know, I love just being with family.
Yeah, family and
so
dinner.
gay to
yeah.
say, like, but yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Otherwise, you wouldn't. You know, it's a time when people come together when they just couldn't be arsed the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to sort of have to, Jake.
What about you, Jake?
What I like to do is
Gee.
go to local shopping markets, malls, if you will, during Christmas time, and just look for like wee young kids walking around, and then go up to them and tell them Santa's not real.
That's great. That is great.
And try to get a good
lovely
10 a
thing.
year.
Yeah.
Then that's our Christmas ruined.
Fuck, Martin nearly
Makes me happy.
spoiled it for my child.
Makes me
this
happy, like.
year.
Oh, that's a good one. I already say that there's a free one. That's a freebie. I'll just shout over the fence. Fucking Santa's not real. And split.
Well, for me, it's family. That's
Aw.
family.
See, now I feel bad saying the drinking sessions with friends and everyone went family, and then my ma's going to watch this and she'll be like, you talk too much about cocks and you said no family. Sorry, ma.
That's a usual conversation, isn't it? Like, too much cock's not enough family.
And it's an excuse to drink.
yeah.
It is like so you get your Baileys.
Does that not
you
make
got
sense?
Sad now.
Not enough cocks, too much family.
Not enough cock's too much family.
But that's it. Like,
That's
Christmas,
probably a better time.
the thing about that is Christmas, everybody is stopping, so everybody does see each other again.
Yeah,
like,
it is,
so,
no,
like,
that is the cool thing about
that is,
Christmas.
like,
Like,
That's
sound
it,
about it.
especially when
Every
everybody
single-
grow up.
free.
Like,
Everybody's
that's
free
what you
for Christmas
realise,
dinner.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you just like your turkey or?
Oh, fuck up
or
about Christmas,
beef
Jesus
or-
Christ.
Fucking
I did-
turkey,
I
like
did hear-
fucking turkey.
I
Like,
did hear a very funny thing. My mate was telling me that they were debating going out for their Christmas dinner this year, and he says, "Oh, there's a lady in our work said, oh, she goes out every year for a Christmas dinner," and then he says, "Oh, that's grand. I suppose it's no hassle, no clean up, but like, I miss the turkey sandwiches the next day." And she goes, "No, I buy a full dinner as well." She makes the dinner for the leftovers after Christmas.
So, right, tell me this. Do you have a Boxing Day dinner or is it sandwiches the next day?
No, it's just basically the same. The dinner's just left on the table from the night before.
Yeah.
Throw a cloth over it, and then we just pick up.
Have another-
go
Aye.
again.
Yeah, we do the
fire on
same.
Some fresh veg.
We actually even go bigger on Boxing Day because on Christmas Day we have just a small sort of family gathering, and then on Boxing Day like loads more people will come because Jake has to go to other family at Christmas, and then he comes to our family at Boxing Day, and then it's fucking just the same affair, and then the day after Boxing Day is turkey and ham sandwiches. Like,
See, Christmas Day is the day I like to go drinking.
yeah,
Because a lot of people like to wait to Boxing Night, but then I just was like, no, start now. It's too much hassle. Boxing Night and New Year's Eve are the worst nights of the year.
we made the mistake of going on Christmas Eve. On the Christmas Eve we went out to that wee bar together.
yeah.
We were playing just us three. Hardly any. I think they opened up for us, and we were playing darts or whatever, fucking load of shite. And Jesus, we got rode off. I came home at like 5 in the morning, watched It's a Wonderful Life. The first time I ever watched it.
It is a one.
And the last.
It is.
But that's a big thing in England is the Christmas Eve drinking.
Yeah.
They prefer.
I wouldn't recommend it. Never
No.
again. Never
Shade,
again.
isn't it?
It just doesn't seem the same.
Doesn't
'Cause,
seem
like
right.
Christmas Day, it's like, okay, the event's over.
It was terrible.
You
I
don't
woke
want to
up.
be hungover. Like,
No.
I woke up about 2 p.m. Dinner was nearly just on the table, and I was like, "Oh no, I don't feel good."
no, it's not a good start.
No one feels right.
Funny we're talking about Christmas, like, but yeah.
Well,
There you
here,
go.
by the time, again, week later,
Yeah,
President
we're
Trump,
nearly there, we're nearly there.
Christmas will be around the corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That'd be a good
All our
Christmas
Christmases
present.
will be all right then.
Yeah.
Cathal,
Here's hoping.
what's next in comedy for you?
I'm in Kiwis at the end of the month on the 29th of November.
Yeah,
Did you call him Cahill?
You did.
I did for
Oh,
fuck's
you
sake.
did, didn't
He
you?
did, but like, I'm
For
fine
fuck's
with
sake, Gary.
Gary.
What's next?
Fucking Gary. It's either fuck that.
it. It's
Now
all-
I know why they call you Gary.
Fuck's sake. Whatever the Barry, whatever the fuck your name is.
I just that guy. It's 29th
Oh, Cahill.
and
I hear.
Kiwis, and that is
In the
so
supermarket,
far-
just among the Kiwis, just
I'll just be in there. You know, you can eat the kiwis with a scan on, and it's
You can. It's fine.
It's
Does it
lovely.
not?
is it?
It's really nice.
You can also eat the wax on cheese.
Kiwis give me like
If you would want to,
spicy,
like-
spicy flavor.
Fuck up.
I don't like kiwis. They hurt my throat.
No.
Have you considered you might be allergic to
I think I
kiwis?
might be allergic to kiwis. I might be.
poison to you.
They give me like
spicy. Like,
they make me feel like I'm eating nettles.
oh, my throat's
It's
closing
like
over.
when I eat nuts, like I swell up and I pass out.
Yeah.
Like,
There's something wrong with me.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
so
think
you're
that's the
playing the Kiwi then?
So you're
Playing
playing
Kiwis
Kiwis.
and
Where's that? Port Rush.
one of the ports.
Yes, one of them ports. Up your way.
Up, but it's not even. Like I can't imagine any of it. Gary's gonna kill me. That's not me, Gary. Gary Pollock, he's the guy who runs it. It's in-
Cathaóir Pollock.
It's in Port Stewart or Port Rush. It's an old cinema. Maybe it's still not there anymore. I don't know. I should look at them. I'm somewhere on the 29th. If you look up my social media,
Which is.
they're not going to be able to spell it.
Gary.
Cathaóir, Gary. No, Cathaóir
no,
Vegan.
we'll put it up here. So
I'll
we'll,
put it there.
I'll put it
I'll
there.
be sharing the gigs. I just share gigs on there, and I post a photo once every month if I remember.
Cool.
I've seen Gary. He's great.
And if you type him in and he comes up that he's deceased, it's not him.
It's not
Not
him.
me.
It's not him.
It's not him.
He's alive and well.
But just is style of comedy.
Just alive. And okay.
Yeah. His style of comedy's class. Get out and see it.
Yeah,
you know.
please do.
Shout out our sponsors.
Bud Light, and I, Baked Potato and I.
Get them on Instagram.
Fucking right.
We have a Patreon where there's a lot more stuff now. Patreon.com/4Brors podcast. Get over there. Yeah, shout out to Cathaóir O'Hagan for coming on. Thank you.
Thank you very much for
man. That was
having
fucking
me.
class.
First podcast on Industrial.
Here.
You popped your
Fucking-
cherry then?
It's all done now. I have a few more cherries to pop. We'll get
We'll
there.
do that off camera.
We'll do that.
Do that off camera.
Thank you.
Yes,
See you
man,
all
thank you
later.
very much.
Folks, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Cheers.
To leave the fucking cocksucking cheese where it is.
This magic moment.